Okay, folks, this is the Grumpy Vlogger, and Judy's sitting here with me. We just left the oncologist office. What I want to say is, we got good news. He said no cancer at this point. He says he's still going to watch it, still going to keep it, but it looks to be some sort of infection that she has. It's not, but it's not cancer at this point. He said we'll come back and do it in 6 to 8 weeks. We'll do a PET scan and we'll see him the next week. So we'll be going back to him about the 23rd of July. And so about the third week of, somewhere around the third week of July, they'll do the PET scan. So this one had me scared, folks. Had us both scared.
We scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, it scared the shit out of both of us. Yeah, so anyways, that is some good frigging news.
I tell everybody right now, cancer is a silent disease.
It is. It's a silent disease. It can sneak up on you. You know, that was one of the first things that her first oncologist told us right off the bat. After she got the cancer and she went through the first therapy and it showed no active signs, and then she went through the second treatment, which they were 8 weeks apart because of the way they did the type that she had. The cancer had moved, it had metastasized, and from the lung down to the adrenal gland. But then they did the cyber knife again on that second cancer. This was back 7, 8 years ago now, almost 8 years. And because of that, her oncologist gave us the smartest advice of any oncologist I've ever heard. He says, "You're in remission. You're not cancer-free." He says that's a misnomer. It's especially if you've had cancer. That just means you're in remission. You know, the cancer cells may be dead, but right now, I think what the PET scan showed, because it's the first time it's done it showed some activity. But when they did the biopsy, it showed that it was one of the things, I'd read the tests. I didn't know, I knew what they said, but I didn't want to interpret them, myself. I wanted to hear it from the doctor, and he basically confirmed what we'd been told. And he said that that makes me feel comfortable. In our second oncologist we had, the Australian, that was a really nice guy. He kept saying it was pneumonia or some infection like that. One of the things that's in the test, it mentions could be from aspiration or aspiration pneumonia. And she aspirates very easy. She chokes very easy. That's because of the Parkinson's. She could have a foreign particle down there that has created this, it covered over this, whatever she sucked into her lung, and it's created a cyst. I know that happens. And, or this.
It's happened to me before.
Yeah, it's happened before, but this is, this mass has been there since December. Was the first time it was brought up. Actually, November was the first time it was brought up. And they did all the, and it said the same thing over and over, even with the biopsy. It's still saying the same thing. They don't know exactly what it is. It doesn't seem to be moving. It's not spreading, but this is the first PET scan that they did. So, and then this is the first.
New doctor.
Yeah, it's being a new doctor, and we really like him. I mean, he comes in, he says what he got to say. He says, he said to Judy, he says, "You still smoking?" And she goes, "Yes." And he just looks up and throws his hands up in the air and says, "You gotta quit, but you know that," and kind of giggles, So he handles it in a way. He's got a great bedside manner. He's a little. Sometimes you would. I think a lot of people might think he might be a little brash, but I don't think he is. He's always lighthearted and comical and very friendly. But when he has to say something, he says it. He doesn't, I don't know how to say this. He doesn't do that. He knows how to say it, and he says what needs to be said. If it's cancer, it's cancer. If it's not, it's not. And he told us the last time, he said he was, you know, even the guy that did the biopsy said it looked to be cancer to him. But then they come back and, you know, now they're going to watch it. And if it's, he's going to do this PET scan in 2 months. If it hasn't grown anything, he's going to watch it again, but he'll go back to, she's probably going to be having these tests, maybe not the PET scans, but at least the enhanced CAT scans every 2 months for a while until this either disappears, quits growing, or does something. It's got to, you know, but it hasn't really changed that much. He got that from when they did the CAT scan, and he says it hasn't really changed from what it was in December, but it should have gone away. Well, it hasn't, you know, so what it is, we're not 100% sure, but what we know it isn't cancer at this point. At this point, it may be a precursor, and that's what they told us too. Sometimes you have cells that are starting to activate that just need to be watched. So she may have a precancerous cell in there that may or may not turn to cancer. It may just sit there like this. This may be something that's going to be there as part of her biology, you know. But the good news is, he said today it's not cancer.
We're not going to do no more tests yet until.
And he wants to wait 6 or 8 weeks before he does another test. He said there's no point in doing, you know, there's no point in going in and doing. He's not even going to do a biopsy, or he's not going to do a biopsy or an autopsy until after the next test to see the next PET scan to see what it shows. And at that point, we're pretty sure that if it shows something, it will be a biopsy. I don't think they do autopsies on living people. So.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. Anyway, yeah, biopsy. Key word there, biopsy, not autopsy.
I started saying something.
Yeah. But anyway.
You know better than that.
Yeah. I almost anyways, so sorry. I'm drinking out of her pop can because she's been tested. She don't have COVID-19, so I can share her pop. But I hate to let ice go in there. I don't usually.
See, there it is.
Yep, there it is. There's that old building. Yeah, I thought it was this one here. This is where Sheets used to be. But no, that was probably I don't know what this one was.
I don't either.
But anyways, we're discussing old buildings that have been torn down. There's one that's really, really nice. But so we're happy. We are very, very happy with the news. So I'll put this up probably. This one will probably go up for Friday's video because I'm about caught up anyway. So I'll go ahead and put this one up, or I may go ahead and put this up later today, but Judy's tired, she's ready to go home, and then I gotta go pick up a couple things from I gotta pick up some more oranges because she ate all the oranges, and pick up some more lemon meringue pie. That's another thing. She gained back what she lost. She was worried that, I lost 2 pounds. She was thinking it was the cancer, because that's where we were going with this. She gained it back. If she had an active cancer cell right now, she wouldn't have gained it back, at least not that quick. But she's out of chocolate ice cream. She's out of lemon meringue pie, and she's out of oranges, which I probably shouldn't give her the ice cream or the pie, but she deserves to celebrate today. So, anyways, guys, I am the Grumpy Vlogger. Remember what I always say, treat each other the way you want to be treated. Be nice to each other. Stay safe. Wear the mask if you think you need to. If you're Superman and you don't, and there's no kryptonite around, then don't wear the mask. All right, I'm the Grumpy Vlogger. I'm out of here. Bye for now.
Known as the Grumpy Vlogger.
Hey folks, I know you could have watched their videos, and I want to thank you for watching mine. So, always be nice to each other, and don't forget. Okay? Alright, you have a good one. I'm out of here. Bye-bye for now.